What's up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today with the review for VH1's Family Reunion Love and Hip Hop Edition, Season 3, Episode 3. You guys, the episode is titled All for One and One for One for Brawl, you guys. So before we go ahead and get into this review, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't yet subscribed to the channel, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor. Stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know you can do me that favor by liking the video, you guys subscribing to the channel, turning your post notifications on, and sharing the video. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's discuss VH1's Family Reunion Love and Hip Hop Edition. I think about which one I was doing first. So let's get into it, shall we? So you guys, we pick up this episode where the last one left off. You guys remember Spice was asking, Shay Francine Frinsky Bucky Johnson, who invited her, right? We all know technically, so Mariah Lynn invited her, but we all know that production really invited her, right? So I just gotta be real with you guys. Spice was doing the absolute most for no damn reason. So in this episode, we find out that they're there for 2 weeks. I'm like, y'all gonna be there for 2 weeks and y'all doing all of this and it's just day 2? Jesus the Christ. So you guys remember, Tokyo in last week's episode addressed Carly and Spice and asked them what's the issue? Spice said, I ain't got an issue with you. It's Carly that got the issue with you, right? So Tokyo eventually walked away, but I think the more hype that Spice got, Tokyo came back down there and she just popped Carly right in the face. I was like, damn. Now I know that last week there were people in the comments who did not like the fact that Tokyo, hit Carly. But let's be real, you guys. Carly has been running off at the jaws, right? So if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Like, Tokyo literally told Carly just before that, I don't play with you. So we see Tokyo and Spice, they scrapping with each other, right? Both of their wigs have come off. And then Spice grabbed this whole picture of something, I don't know what it was, and she took it and she just threw it right into Shay Francine Frinsky Bucky Johnson's face. Now, I ain't the biggest Shay fan, but damn, that was really janky, right? So after that, because Shay was trying to get to Spice, right? So after that, Shay was trying to get to Spice. Then Carly ran up and she hit Mariah Lynn. I was like, what did Mariah Lynn do to you? So I didn't understand it, right? So production eventually broke the stuff up. They told everybody go back to your rooms. So the next day we see Tokyo. So Tokyo is sitting and she has KK, Chrissy, and Trick join her, right? So she's telling them that she's going to be going home. Production asked her to go home and she's kind of ready to go home at this point, right? So she's once again talking about the fact that she didn't know that there was an issue between she and Carly, right? And I know that she did a live last week. I didn't watch the live. I don't care to watch the live, but I know she did a live last week, right? So my thing with Tokyo is, you guys know, I fucks with Tokyo, but I wasn't really too happy with Tokyo about this. Like, you let Carly, of all people, take you out of, and that's kind of what Chrissy was saying. Like, she learned the hard way, and I was like, girl, I know you ain't talking, because, do you remember season 2 when you punched Kimbella? But I guess Chrissy has learned from that, right? And then Trick even chimed in and said, as he got, he had to ask the Lord to take the people out of his life that ain't really there for him. And God did that for him. I'm like, okay, Trick makes some sense sometimes. Trick makes some sense. He was like, take his enemies and remove them from his life. And I was like, that is something to say right there. Take my enemies out of my life, Lord, and don't let them come back. I love that. But let's pause here and move forward. So you guys, we see that Chaotic. So Chaotic is finally out of quarantine. I guess he tested negative for COVID. So we see Scrap. So Scrap, he went and talked to Spice, right? Once again, they're there for 2 weeks, right? Well, yeah, they're there for 2 weeks. Now, the thing that threw me was when Scrap told Spice she's an OG. No, she's not. I heard glimpses of Tokyo's live, and Tokyo was right. I don't know why Spice got so heated because, girl, you're not an OG. You came on the show when Tokyo came on the show, so I don't get it. But hey, whatever, right? Spice is still upset about the uninvited guests. Technically, girl, they're not uninvited. Whoever is the production company behind y'all show at this point, I don't know if it's still Mona or whoever's behind production invited them to Jamaica. You knew that. So she says that, she needs to get control. Well, actually, no. Scrap is telling Spice, like, you need to get control of this, right? She says, yeah. She says she's going to take today and talk to Carly. So today is Alexis's day. So Alexis has planned for a field day, right? So before that, she's talking to, Nikki Baby and Spice, right? So they're talking about the night before, and Spice was full of SHIT in this scene, right? Because Spice is sitting here talking about the fact that Carly thought that Mariah Lynn tried to jump her in the fight. Now, they showed the clip of Mariah Lynn. All Mariah Lynn was trying to do was just trying to break the fight up. She wasn't trying to jump in or nothing, but let Spice and Carly tell it. She was looking at her funny, or she was trying to jump in, but she was doing neither one of them, right? So Spice is like, what, you guys go have fun with the field day, and I'm just gonna take me and Carly, and we gonna talk, right? So that's that. I just couldn't get past the fact that Spice kept defending Carly. There was, like, when they told you Mariah Lynn wasn't even trying to fight her, you should have been like, damn. I really got to sit here and have a conversation with my girl. But let's pause here, and we're gonna move forward. So you guys, the field day, we had, I think it was 4 different teams. It was red, orange, green, and something else. I don't forget what color, yellow or something like that. So Trick was a team captain, Alexis was a team captain, Chrissy was a team captain, and somebody else. I forgot who the other team captain was. It was Alexis, it was Chrissy, it was Trick, and it was somebody else. And I forgot who the fourth one was. Whoever the fourth one was, I don't remember. But the field day looked really, really fun, you guys. I know when Trick picked his team, he picked Amada and MJ. Amada felt some type of way about that. I was like, girl, it ain't that big of a deal. It ain't that deep. But okay, girl, go for it. But they, like I said, they have fun, right? So on the other hand, we see Carly and we see Spice. So Carly and Spice, like, they're at the spot, right? Carly. Girl, you were doing the most. Like, she was acting her ass off. Don't nobody give a fuck about me. Don't nobody give a fuck about me. Like, I was like, Carly, shut up. Because she was really getting on my nerves, right? But, Spice was like, I do care about you, Carly. I was like, oh, God. Girl. What? And then she's talking about people bully her. Carly, don't nobody bully you. Like, no one bullies you. The reason that things happen to you is because you're messy. Like, the only time I ever really truly in Love and Hip Hop history, and especially in Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, the only time that I ever can say that I really 100% felt bad for Carly was a situation with her and Pooh, because Pooh was obsessed. That was the only time that I was like, you know what, I'm on Carly's side. But everything else, you started with K Michelle. Well, did she start with K Michelle? Oh, this bitch is shaking the table. I would never forget that. But yeah, that was the only time that I can say that I was on Carly's side was with Pooh, because Pooh annoyed the shit out of me. But Carly is just full of crap, right? So Carly then says to Spice, because Spice told her that they said that Mariah wasn't trying to fight her, that she was trying to break up the fight. So Carly was like, well, if she was trying to break up the fight, then I owe her an apology. You absolutely owe her an apology. Because, now mind you, I know people were like, Tokyo should have squared up with Carly, right? But I'm going to say this right here. I don't agree with what she did, but if you and somebody going back and forth with each other, then you need to be prepared for anything. You got to be prepared, right? But with Mariah Lynn's back was turned to Carly, and Carly snuck her. So I can't say nothing else but the fact that she was wrong, right? So Spice says that she'll apologize to Shay as well. So we're gonna pause here, and I think we're gonna go ahead and just start to wrap up the episode. So the event of the so the night event that they're gonna have is open mic night, and that open mic night is gonna be put on by Little Lyrica, right? So she wants everybody just to come and showcase, what they can do. They're singing, rapping, spoken word, poetry, or just tell your story, right? So before that, we see Jen. She's talking to Amara, and Jen is thinking that maybe she opened up her mouth and said something that caused all the melee, right? But Amara is telling her, no, it ain't had nothing to do with you. I was like, do we really believe that? Maybe. So then we see Trick. So Trick has decided to bring Amara and Shay Francine Frinsky Bucky Johnson together so that they can talk, right? And like two grown women, they worked out their issues. Now Amara said to Shay, was like, Spice and the fact that how she reacted last night, that had nothing to do with me. Like, I didn't tell Spice to do that. I didn't tell Spice to turn up on you. Like, me and you were like sisters. So I'm not going to turn up on you like that. And Shay agreed as well, right? And so, honestly, when it comes to Shay, I really do wish that Shay would stay out of MJ's business. I get that that's your brother, but your brother's a grown man, so let him handle his issues, right? But they made amends with each other, right? And they're cool with each other. And like I said, I do get Shay's point. The fact that her brother was hurt, her brother was hurt in the situation between Amara and with Alan. And Amara says to Shay that, MJ and I had long broken up before me and MJ got together. And even if they hadn't broken up, I mean, like, the woman has kids with him. You can't erase that at this point. It's a done deal. So we get to the open mic night, right? And Carly decided not to show up. I don't know why. So Spice got on the mic and she was basically telling her story about how she was bullied. And then she addressed Shay, and then she apologized to Shay. And Shay went up to her, gave her a hug, and accepted her apology, right? And then at the end of the episode, we ended with MJ getting on stage, and he was about to discuss Amara. I was like, OMG, why? But that was the episode, you guys. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys thought about it. Subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, you guys. Share the video. And until the next time, stay safe out there. You guys take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Be blessed. And I'll see you guys in the next one.